What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Movie Raised.
While we wait for the continuation of Legacies, we wanted to take a look back at 10 of the most paused moments through the show. Some of them feature really touching moments, and others are filled with excitement and relief. Without any further ado, enjoy the video, guys. TBD reference. Dedicated Legacies fans are pretty familiar with the Vampire Diaries and the originals, and because of their knowledge of TBD, the show where everything started, the new generation of fans enjoys nods and references to TBD. Legacies Season 3 gave fans what they wanted for so long when it featured a surprise reference to Elena Gilbert and Damon Salvatore. After Elena and Damon's daughter Stephanie was mentioned in Legacy's first season, the show was pretty silent regarding TBD for some time, and then Alaric Saltzman and his daughter JOSIE walked home from school together when they stopped outside the Salvatore's family home, where we discovered JOSIE had been staying while going to Mystic Falls High. Alaric then says how well the house looks, like rebuilt, and JOSIE tries to convince him to stay around, tempting him with Aunt Elena's cooking. This is the moment we all choose to stop and appreciate Elena and an old Salvatore family recipe reference. Then, like this wasn't exciting enough, the last person I want giving you relationship advice is Damon, Alaric told his daughter. Legacies fans are still waiting for the show to feature Nina Dobrev and Ian Somerhalder in at least an episode. The Wish. When Hope wished never to come to the Salvatore School but still exist, some major changes occurred as Klaus created his own school for the supernatural, the Mikaelson Institute. JOSIE and Lizzie went to Mystic Falls High School and Alaric was a teacher. In that episode of Legacies, JOSIE mentions a girl named Stephanie Salvatore, who is, of course, Damon and Elena's daughter. One of the most interesting things in this parallel universe is that Klaus and Caroline were enemies of the state, because this is really difficult to imagine. Most fans felt the need to pause and think about what the show would have been like if this was the case. Alaric ending Kai's life. In Season 2, Episode 13, You Can't Save Them All, a major event took place that completely changed the course of the following episodes and seasons in the show. That was, of course, Malachi Kai Parker, a character portrayed by Chris Wood, losing his life. After causing plenty of trouble in the Vampire Diaries and escaping from a prison world in Legacies, one of the most famous villains lost his life thanks to the assistance of Alaric Saltzman, a character portrayed by Matthew Davis. At the end of You Can't Save Them All, Kai himself calls the event anticlimactic. The thing is, fans didn't see this coming at all, because the focus was not on him until he got to meet with Alaric. Just as Alaric comes in, given all we've been through, says Kai, this feels a little anticlimactic, don't you think? Not to me, says Alaric. This is for Joe. Kai closes his eyes and Alaric ends his life with a sword. What a surprise, right? No wonder this is one of the most paused moments in the show.
It's for Joe.
Alaric telling JOSIE about the antecedent. One of the most best moments in the show was Alaric's face when he knew he had to tell his daughter the truth. Seeing the father-daughter loving relationship involving and Alaric trying to protect his children from the evil of the world was a beautiful moment. Alaric knew at this moment that his daughters are too intelligent and too powerful to stay sheltered from the dangers of their family. From this moment onward, we saw how Alaric started believing his children, and he knew that, along with Caroline, they raised strong, kind girls. This is definitely one of the most emotional moments in the show. Do you guys agree? Hello, brother. Legacies had an amazing musical episode, and it's no surprise that the musical episode was paused a couple of times by a lot of fans. One of the best songs in the show is certainly Hello, Brother. It is performed by Jed and Caleb, Chris Lee, who portray Stefan and Damon. Again, the show praises its predecessor by showing a scene where Stefan sees Damon for the first time in years. From the beautifully written lyrics to some of the camera angles behind exactly how they were in the first episode, yes, we're talking about the specific zoom in when Damon first shows up on the screen, this song made a lot of fans pause the moment and feel the nostalgia for a bit longer. Always and Tomorrow. Of course, Hope singing Always and Tomorrow is one of the most paused scenes in Legacies. Because of Josie's broken arm, Hope performs as Elena, singing the last song in the musical. She settled nicely, and we must admit that she seemed perfect for the role. And Danielle Russell surely has some singing talents, right?
And it will take, and what you love is never safe.
Landon's transformation. When we found out that Landon Kirby, a character portrayed by Arya Shakazami, was a phoenix, we all felt like Hope can finally use some help. Being a phoenix means that whenever Landon goes through something that will end his life, he bursts into flames and a renewed Landon outbursts out of the ashes. This particular discovery was one of the most paused moments in the show. The self-discovery journey was difficult for Landon, who simply wanted to help his girlfriend, Hope, to destroy the monsters. Caroline's cameo. Well, although Caroline didn't really make an appearance in the episode, the fact that she sent Lizzie a lovely letter of support was moving for every Legacy fan. The letter was read in Caroline's voice, and it said how much Caroline wanted to give her daughter some perspective on who she used to be. In the letter, she also explained that when she was Lizzie's age, she also felt like a mess, and she also wanted a fresh start. Then she explains that it wasn't becoming a vampire that changed everything. Change is a series of small moments that build on each other, like steps up the side of a mountain. Your life isn't on hold until you figure everything out. It's already happening. You're already changing, moment by moment. Unsurprisingly, this was one of the most paused moments in Legacies. How did you guys feel after hearing Caroline's letter to Lizzie? JOSIE speaks Japanese. In episode 4 of season 2 of Legacies, named Since When Do You Speak Japanese?, Mystic Falls is bothered by an ancient Japanese spirit called Oni, which is being hunted by an ancient samurai. The thing is, the samurai only speaks Japanese, and one of the most surprising moments in the episode, as we all know the show, was Josie Saltzman just casually translating back and forth between the samurai and everyone else. The moment was very special for Kaylee Bryant, too, the actress who plays Josie. In an interview with 17 magazine, Bryant said that she had been speaking Japanese for quite a while, and her grandpa is Okinawan, so she had heard Japanese her entire life. She also mentioned that it was a lot of fun to save Soji Arai, who is from Japan in the show. Nevertheless, this was one really interesting and surprising moment in Legacies: the Originals cast. Again, it's no wonder that most paused moments in Legacies involved the cast from the Originals and TVD. Season 2 featured the return of Kai Parker, Chris Wood from the Vampire Diaries, TVD, and Freya Mikaelson, Riley Vocal from the Originals. Because the show is named Legacies, this is always a good idea and fans love the returns, especially the ones with Freya and Kai, who actually appeared in 2 different episodes. Seeing already familiar but forgotten characters will always bring a smile to Legacies fans, and we can't wait to see Elena and Ian in some of the following episodes. What do you guys think about Alaric finally putting an end to Kai's life? Do you have your own favorite moment from the show? Let us know down in the comment section below. If you enjoyed our video, make sure you subscribe to our channel so you'll never miss any of our videos in the future. As always, thanks for watching.